This is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. And here in the past we have the Five of Wands, so some kind of conflict. King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Magician. It seems like this typical situations in a family, in a marriage, in a friendship, where we want to rule the other person, or the other person wants to rule us, and it's like we are butting head with our wills and trying to defend ourselves. It's very classic. Okay, and this is in the now, and we have the Eight of Cups. So this is when we don't want to bother and play with these nasty friends anymore that throw sand at you. Emperor, Aries, King of Wands, Leo, Taurus energy. So all very stubborn entities, these. Not easy to, they don't have an easy time agreeing over things. So of course we can feel like, oh, it's no use, I will just walk out of here, not deal with this crap. And this is the future. So we have Justice, Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is normally Aries, but it's a lot of Leo on this, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Justice. So whatever petty things people have been, butting heads on here, it's not necessary to worry so much about these things. People forget, and also we get more skilled in taking better care of ourselves and giving ourselves justice. So we don't really maybe need we don't need to go into this triggering situation. We can just say, yeah, okay, so that's your point of view, interesting. We don't have to dive into it. We can stay in the vibration that we want to have, which seems to be, you want peace, happiness, you want people to love you, you want to love them back. So see on what you're giving and what you're receiving in relationships. Are you getting this what you want, and are you giving this what you want to have? So treat other people in the way you want to be treated yourself, and look if people are treating you in the way you are treating them. Is it fair? Is it balanced? Check it out and take the necessary discussions, because the Justice card there, Libra, it's about speaking the truth. Here we have the Eight of Wands, so it's some kind of communication going on here, or some kind of goal being set in motions. We want to go in a certain direction, and we are putting our efforts, our best effort, into getting there. And then this is what's happening. This can be, of course, we are in Thanksgiving times now, so I'm thinking about family dinners. I'm also thinking about US election that was previously. We are trying to achieve something, but we are not the only one that's trying to achieve something. So we are tensing our bow, we are making, the aim towards the goal. And after that, when we have let go of this arrow, we can't really decide what will happen. Maybe it will have this kind of impact, the thing that we are sending, but it can also be that we get a consequence out of what we are doing that we didn't anticipate, or it can even be that other people is butting in on where this arrow goes. So wind is coming and blowing it out of the way, things like this. But it almost seems like a flight attack, like aeroplanes. Okay, so I don't know exactly what has happened here, but maybe how you stretched the bow and you were kind of expecting it to go into a log, into a tree, and then you will get the thing you wanted, and then instead the whole tree blew up. I don't know what happened, but it looks adventurous. And then we have a Four of Swords. So I think it was some kind of conflict, because we can see the conflict here. And maybe someone said something in a conflict, you said something in this conflict butting heads, or they said something in this conflict butting heads, and there was a major disaster where someone maybe refused to speak to you ever again, or at least for now. The Four of Swords isn't that serious, and it goes four times in the 16. So we can, for people being very stubborn and refusing to speak, it can be in different ways, but maybe a little bit overreaction to what was said here can be seen as well. And the Four of Swords is probably also an overreaction. Here we have an overreaction. This is an overreaction. This might be an overreaction. So people are very reactive here, and they are reacting with either jumping into the fight, saying their point of view, or blowing up in someone's face, giving, if you shoot them, they shoot you twice back, and then this silent treatment. So everything is very dramatic, and it shows people being on edge and a little bit tense maybe. Okay. And this is in the now, and we have the Three of Swords. So the one that send the message or the intention or try to fix things. 7 and 8 of Wands. This is Mars in Leo, and this is Sagittarius energy. So it might be you wanted to accomplish something. Let's say you wanted a new job. Someone else took it, and now you don't even speak with the company that was searching for employees. So it can be these kind of ways where we get very angry and bitter. And here we have a Four of Swords, a Three of Swords. So it's not that bad. We can see the swords are not even in your heart. You have been able to put a band-aid on. So we'll see. Okay, Five of Wands. Now at least there's no battle anymore, and there's no tower either anymore. So I'm really trying to figure out what's have happened here. Where did the tower went? Maybe you are trying to build something from scratch again, something new that won't blow up in your face. And here is the Seven of Swords. I'm going to take an oracle card, because it seems a little bit overreactive, seems a little bit petty, and it seems a little bit maybe revengeful with this Four of Swords, with the person reacting with maybe ghosting the situation and then wanting someone else to, might be gossip or carrying revenge in one's heart. So you stole from me, I will steal from you, and then we end up, when we dig a hole for others, it's easy to fall in it yourself. So for example, if someone speaks ill of you, other will speak ill of them too. Okay, so I don't know what you're up to, Aries, but definitely shooting arrows, that's for sure. So I'm going to read the arrow card here, Focus, for you, which goes so well with this other card here. My child, when you draw this symbol, it is a wonderful sign that with focus you will achieve what you want. If I give you an arrow and a bow to use, how will you shoot and hit your mark? This is a reminder that you must let go of all distractions and have the courage to give it your all. Your arrow will be drawn to whatever you focus on, so keep your eye on the target and keep your mind clear, because you don't want to think about the things you don't want, because then you are going to get them. The things we fear, we usually get exactly the things we fear, because we've put a lot of focus on them, and they are drawn to us, these situations, as heat-seeking missiles. Okay. However, remember that you can't control every outcome. Just as the wind can influence the path of your arrow, there are many factors determine the course of your plans. To achieve anything, you must focus, take aim, and let go. It's, man plans and God laughs. And then we have the 8 vision, Aphrodite. So focus on your vision. When you choose this symbol, it means that no matter what you lose in your life, something better will replace it. One day in my house of night, there were a beautiful young vampire who will lose her mark but gain great vision into the future. Even if a loss feels devastating at the moment, you still have so much to gain. If your question is about the future, choose another card. The magical vision that you will receive here gives you temporary power to see the future as a vast place full of possibility and potential. Your next card will provide insight into the conditions ahead of you. To know the future is to be prepared. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say about this, even if someone hurt you, don't take revenge, don't be petty. Focus on what it was that you wanted in the beginning from the first place. It was the Nine of Cups. We saw a lot of Nine of Cups. We also have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups here surrounding you there, and Justice as well. So try to focus on what you want, and sometimes it can be big troubles in communication that makes people miscommunicate and start this vendetta back and forward that makes the situation a little bit unnecessarily upset. So maybe you need to communicate clearer to another person, or to even listen and ask more questions to that person to really figure out what is going on, instead of focusing too much on bitterness or I'm not going to talk to these people ever again, and this, stomping off with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. This is a little bit martyr and ghosting, and this is a little bit I give up. You can't talk to these people, or there's no use. Whatever I do, I never get my reward. But sometimes it can be how we go about our reward, the things we want as well. If we, for example, want a faithful partner and constantly tell our partner that we think that they are unfaithful, this is probably what they're going to do to us. And then they're going to ghost us, and then we can love them and want them to be faithful, but they are not going to be even there, because we have created what we feared with the things that we because when we fear something and talk about it a lot, the other person will maybe not like the way you are perceiving them, and want to end the relationship, or the vice versa. There might be someone in your surrounding having an agenda, what they fear and what they want to achieve. They have two things. This is their fear, this is what they want to achieve. And they can do a lot of different manipulations, many emotional manipulations here, to try to get to whatever it is that they want. Emotional manipulation, manipulating people's way of looking at the situation and other things. And in the end, they will fall victim to this, because if you are trying to control the situation, you're trying to control other people, and you're trying to control outcome, you're trying to avoid something that you're fearful of, it's going to land, directly as a missile in your back garden. So it's better to focus on what you want, and work on your own inner safety and security, instead of trying to desperately run around and put out fires everywhere and get people to do the things we want them to do. So relax, okay? And if the other person has a hard time relaxing, what can you do? Yeah, ask them more questions. Try to find out what they are fearful of, and see if you can help them with that. Maybe they are building some kind of dangerous view of the world ending if they are not knocking 3 times on the kitchen floor, okay? And you can help them and see that maybe this isn't the best way to go about things, and if they are scared of this happening, maybe they should inform themselves a little bit more, prepare themselves a little bit more, or just let go. Like, whatever happens is fine. We can't control anything anyway. The house that you build here, it seems to break, but you can build a house. It can stand for 300 years, 500 years. There's a lot of people will come and go in those corridors, in these rooms. So there's nothing here that you will be able to keep anyway. So let go of the things you have. Don't hold on too tightly. It will just make you lose them ahead of time. Here we have a 6 of coins. So this is the good news. I don't think these other things is such a bad news either. It's more some overreactive pattern that a person or several people are displaying out of fear and creating the exact thing they are scared of. But here people are trying to maybe calm the situation down or be the bigger person. Okay. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, it's almost like the talking stick. You give that is to the other person. You put all the attention on that person. Try to figure them out. What is it that they want? What is it that they are scared of? And sometimes we need to put up a mirror to another person because they might be scared of something that makes them a little bit difficult to deal with. For example, overly possessive, very jealous, overly controlling, things like this. Sometimes when we try to take the role as the bigger person, it's also we are just trying to control things. We are trying to make these people here like us. They are in debt to us. So next time we give them a lot of stuff here, but next time we can call them in and they will have to do things for us, and we are the ruler of the universe. So it can be things like this as well. So try to see things from a spiritual point of view, kind of what would Jesus have done, or whatever person that you think has a great view on truth. And here death comes, yes. Okay, so there's a pattern here that definitely going to have to change. It has something to do with someone's bad self-esteem that makes them do stupid things too. It's a little bit terrorizing others, but also ending up being self-destructive. We have 13 here, 1 + 3, 4. So we have a death scene. There's someone is dying here. Someone is falling into their own, trap. And here comes death. So I'm thinking all the overreactions, all the drama, all the survival skills that we have, so that things will work out for us, and we will kind of survive. Because if we are in a conflict, for example, we will go back to the things we were taught as a child and behave in these ways. Either we learn to scream very loudly until someone heard us, or maybe go to every person in the family and talk about our problems until they are all taking our side. Or if we were the person that's kind of just locking themselves into our room. This is the kind of pattern that's going to repeat itself and to no use for anyone. So here I'm seeing a possibility of this situation changing to something that's more accordingly with the involved people's souls, instead of accordingly with their ego and their control and how they want things to be and how they are not, and all these things. So I will take this another oracle here. Understanding 43. 46, 43. Yeah. This is the symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it's another thing to truly understand something. So I'm thinking, really try to understand your opponent, or the person that you're irritated with, or the person that's irritated with you. Try to figure out why they seem to have such an overreaction. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart, and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. So be like the dog with the bone and chew on it for a little while. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have true power. So instead of trying to control the person and not really caring who they are and what they want and what dreams they have, we can figure out what makes them tick and maybe unify with them. Instead of, if we know that a person gets really stressed over, let's say, cooking dinner, and they take it on themselves to always be the one cooking dinner, because then people will know I love them, and they will also owe me. Okay. Instead, we can ask this person, okay, so you seem to hate cooking. Okay, it's really great what you're doing. It's really great food that you're cooking, but why do you hate it? Okay, so they tell you why they hate this thing. And then you ask, why are you doing it? Well, no one else does. I need to do it because no one else does. And you say like this, would it help if to have a talk with everyone and see if we can have a schedule for how to cook the dinner? And they might say, no, I don't want that. It will only be a lot of mess and there's a lot of big changes and I like it the way it is. This person might be actually liking to cook dinner and to be able to, you know, bitch a little bit about it. So everyone will understand what a sacrifice it is for this person to do this. And so they will know how loved they are. And you can ask this person, is this how you show love? By sacrificing yourself and cooking dinner? And this person says yes. And that's kind of nice. Even if it's the person is irritated and all these things, they're doing it as a sacrifice. So that's beautiful. Okay, my dear Aries, I hope this helped. And I'm actually going to take a romance angel for you as well. I almost forgot. I don't see the relationship, but I know it's here because you're arguing a lot. So express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I think that's the difficulty here. No one is expressing their love. They're only expressing how much they want to, you know, win over the other person, or like, I'm in charge here, instead of expressing the love that we feel. So we complain about how we have to make dinner instead of saying,